Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Video True, and welcome back to Fallout 4, except not really, only a little bit actually, because something rather interesting has happened in, of all places, the Creation Club. Now, I've not really been paying a huge amount of attention to the Creation Club because since it was announced a few years ago with a bit of fanfare about how it was going to contain ongoing content support for Skyrim and Fallout 4 and contain all these really interesting new mini DLCs, as it turns out what it actually did contain was skins. Skins for your weapons, skins for your Pip-Boy, skins for your armor, even skins for your flipping dog. Toss in some other bits and pieces for settlements, and a couple of Easter egg bonuses for other Bethesda games, and that was pretty much your lot. And honestly, the Creation Club has been very quiet for a very long time now, because most of Bethesda's attention moved from Fallout 4 over to Fallout 76, which doesn't actually have the Creation Club, because it's got its own built-in Atom store. So, the Creation Club's basically just been dormant for quite some time, until about 2 weeks ago, when Bethesda suddenly announced there was going to be a whole bunch of new stuff added to it, with a certain rather interesting theme, and that theme was Fallout 3. So, let's dive in, I'll show off what's been added and talk about why that might just be a little bit more interesting than it first appears. So, let's start off with the big one, Capital Wasteland Mercenaries, which adds a new mission into Fallout 4. So here we go, the good fight. Investigate the Lynn Pier parking structure, because we are going on a journey. And to help us with the journey, as you may well have recognised, of course, we're gonna be bringing Grill's Bears out of retirement. Marvellous. Though unfortunately, Grill's Bears does live inside survival world, so yeah, that's a bit of a long way to travel on foot, so let's just get ourselves a vertibird nice and quick. There we go, signal flare goes down anytime you're ready, Brotherhood friends. Oh, that reminds me, before they actually arrive, hang on. As we're actually going to be making a trip literally back to the Capital Wasteland, let's see how much attention to detail has been put in here. I'm going to grab MacLeod, because he is literally from this area, so you are going to be coming with me to see if you in any way acknowledge this. Here we go, MacLeod, me and you are going back home. You know, I did always love this about survival mode, the fact you can't just teleport around unless you're using, like, you know, literally a teleporter. If you want to go from point A to point B, you go on foot or you use a helicopter. And occasionally the helicopter just goes straight through a building. I think we're just going straight through Green Take Genetics in a moment, because it does appear we're on a bit of a collision course right now. No, we're just going straight through. Yeah, plenty of these buildings did not actually have collision detection at this altitude. Here we go, coming up on our destination now, and no sign of trouble, best as I can tell. I can't remember if there's, when I say no sign of trouble, I'm hearing sounds of trouble. Okay, yes, there's definitely sounds of trouble. Okay, whatever it is, it's shooting at the vertibird. Right, some gunners. Well, that's, why am I over capacity right now? Hang on. There we go, I knew I brought MacLeod along for a reason, so I've just given him a bunch of stuff, now we're good. So, this little parking area close by to, yeah, the Cannery and Salem's up in that direction somewhere. We've got ourselves a vertibird here, but before we actually do any of that business, yeah, we just need to figure out what went on here precisely. Those were the gunners we killed, that's no problem whatsoever, leave those guys be. What we actually want is, here we go, some raidery stuff. So we got ourselves a couple of things right here on this little raider, which is, yes, the old Charmer dress helmet, and arguably more interestingly, I wasn't expecting this, Assassin's mercenary veteran outfit. Okay, this is like special armor, it just happens to belong to a raider. Endurance +1, Perception +1, Damage Resistance 2 and 2, so hardly spectacular there. But, nice that it's got Assassins on it. And more importantly, Sparrow's Note, and some good old Aqua Pura. Because of course, yeah, Fallout 4 takes place 10 years after the event of Fallout 3. Oh, this is cute, the Brotherhood actually started branding it, which is fair enough, I suppose. They were the ones guarding the Purifier. So yeah, this came from the Purifier in Fallout 3. Now, I'm going to assume that does hydrate me, so I'm going to wait until I get thirsty and then drink that, because if it doesn't, something's gone horribly wrong here. Right, so there's my new gear, but it does count as a full body outfit, not as Under Armour, so yeah, I can't actually wear any other armor pieces, so yeah, I lose a lot of legendary effects. So we won't be wearing that this whole time, but it's still nice to have. Here we go, Sparrow's Note. Well, this sucks. We came here from DC to get help. Talon Company Mercs attacked GNR Station. With the Brotherhood forces scattered, our asses were exposed. Of course, the Brotherhood were guarding GNR, but if they've moved over here on Crusade to Boston, then GNR gonna be less well protected. We sent out an SOS to everyone and anyone asking them to help us fight the good fight. The Commonwealth responded. But it turns out these gunners aren't down for the cause. Would have been a dead woman if I didn't come in for a slow landing. Might still be a dead woman, given they're still on my 6. In fact, if you're reading this, that means my corpse is too cold for stimpaks, so this letter will have to do. If the good fight means something to you, take this bird, fly off to the capital Wasteland, save GNR from the Talon Mercs, and shut down the radio before they get on air. And if you see the good man, tell him I'm sorry. Okay, if you've actually got some new lines recorded for 3 Dog, then all is forgiven, Fallout 4, because that would be amazing. And yes indeed, MacCready, we are actually going home, so hop aboard! Alright, defeat Talon Company Mercs, aid the good fight, diddly diddly dee. Okay, so here we are actually back at, you know what, things have already started going a bit pear-shaped here. Maybe we should just like get down there and kill some Talon Company Mercs. Ooh, I wonder if they've got their own, like, you know, proper Talon Company armor, all that good stuff. So, where are you guys? Oh, blimey, I'm being shot. Okay, someone's shooting me. Now, those are good fight mercenaries. Who's shooting me? Because someone was just shooting me. That's very rude. Right, Talon Company Mercs, well, level 8. Okay, this might be overkill, to be honest. I feel like we might just have this one. You're a bit better guarded, mind, but yeah, I think we should be able to take you out. No problem whatsoever. 14 in some sort of power armor. We'll just build up the critical again. 4-leaf clover kicks in. You're going to be dead momentarily. Once the power armor guy is dead, that'll be no problem at all. Down you go. Right, move over to something else, because I feel like, yes, I didn't realise you were supposed to be coming here fairly low level. I brought my best character here. Okay, who else is around right now? Who's that up there, by the way? You're a Talon Company Merc. You Talon Company Mercs. Yes, okay. So we're just going to be using my great big splash gun. Yeah, this will do the job. Screw you. Screw you. I hope you're both bad. You're dead as well. I love Lucky Lorenzo's gun. Lucky Lorenzo's gun's great. It just basically murders everything. Hang on, you might have been the good fight. Okay, let's get down onto the ground, see what's going on here these days. So we'll just hop down over here. We've got a few more to take care of, but nothing too major. Do we have any friends, by the way? Ooh, the school's here. Hang on, I want to check out the school. How much of the school did you... Okay, the school's actually sort of collapsed a bit in the last 10 years. It was definitely more standing than this previously. We do have some good fighter mercenaries, but they are level 1, so that was... not necessarily a good investment. Right, let's snip over here. You are also good fight mercenaries. Alright, let's just get up top, use the high ground to our advantage, and hello down over there. Level 30! Okay, we've got something at least a little bit tougher. You can go down. Got more over there. Critical hit for you. And one more over there. No, that's a good fight mercenary. Does anyone know where the last one is? GNR. There we go. I swear that sounds a bit nicer than it used to be. I will say, I'm a little bit disappointed. The sky is so blue. The sky isn't this blue in Fallout 3. They should have put the ridiculous green sickly filter back over the top. It was very iconic, damn it. Well, supposedly there's still someone here.
Maybe it's over.
You just hiding... Oh, maybe it's over. No, you were most definitely wrong, I'm afraid. Goodbye. Right, your head's now gone pop. Beautiful. And you've got yourself, yeah, Talon Company armor. I swear I saw a special helmet over there, and I was about to say, I really flipping hope that's not... Ooh! Talon Company Commander. Okay, hang on. Take out the chopper. We cannot take out the chopper. The chopper is invincible. Okay, I'm suddenly very surrounded, and also suddenly they're level 8 too. Okay, the game's about to start taking things a bit more seriously. Another shot in the head for him, please. Critical number 2. Not quite dead. Okay, get back into cover. Get back into cover. Feel like the level 1 mercenaries aren't going to be doing that much at this point, to be honest. Alright, crack out the grenades here. Crack out the grenades. We got ourselves some people over there. And we got some more over there as well. So we're just going to start laying down some lovely fire level. Oh, you're level 8. Okay, some of them are still nice and low level. Let's just pick off the little ones if we can. You're already on the wounded side. Critical for you. You're only level 22. And Why are we not hitting you? Okay, just go for a critical just for safety. Now, you're level 22, but we can just build up some criticals on you. Move into a better position. You, headshot, thank you. And my good old friend, Overwatchman's Protector, doing an excellent job right over here. Okay, good, they're immortal. That's very bloody convenient. You can just go down as well. Right, second wave going down. Okay, this is a bit more of a fight than I was expecting, which is very, very welcome. Now, I think that should leave us with no one but the commander, right? Ooh, what happened to the commander? Maybe MacLeod killed the commander. Okay, so now we can go inside. Right, level 82 commander. Was not expecting him, but are you guys okay? Would you like... oh, hang on, let me just stim pack you. There you go, and I think actually I'm a bit thirsty now. Ooh, this is a good chance for me to test this. Alright, now I'm thirsty. If I drink Aqua Pura, does that... Yep, I'm thirsty, I know. I'm very thirsty, apparently. Right, drink this. And... good! It is officially water. And by any chance would that happen to be... no, there's no fat man here. It would have been nice if there was like a fat man here, just like there is in Fallout 3. Right, let's see what you guys have got for me. Because, yeah, you guys have got yourselves armor, and some of you have got helmets. So, just like in Fallout 3, it's combat armor, but, you know, coloured black and with the markings on it. But, of course, yeah, combat armor in Fallout 4 has changed from what it used to be, so it looks a bit different. Helmet is unremarkable, and the armor is... apparently it's a t-shirt, 30 and 30, which is not great to be honest. Let's just see how it looks on. Yeah, basically it's just a full set of combat armor just in one single bit of gear. Also, the theme in the background right now... am I misremembering, or was this theme not actually in Fallout 4? Because this is the Fallout 3 just kind of ambient wasteland theme. But was it actually in Fallout 4 if they brought it back? I think they've brought it back. Oh, that's cute. Oh, this takes me back. Oh, that right there, that's the classic Fallout 3 music.
Your thoughts?
The open road and a loaded weapon. Doesn't get much better than this.
Nope, tragically, MacLeod has no comments whatsoever on being back in the capital wastelands. Still, we do have more different types of raider outfit that were in Fallout 3 but weren't originally in 4. So yeah, there's Mercenary Adventurer if you want that. Ammo-laden Mercenary Troublemaker on both of these guys. And I believe, hang on, Wasteland Joe, who has got Wasteland Joe's logs. So, a good DJ and a better man. Phil doesn't like to talk about the past, hurts too much I suppose, but the past doesn't really work that way, does it? It's not like something you can put away like an old pair of shoes. It'll come walking out and kick you in the teeth when you least expect it. Writing about it helps, I think. My feeling is, if the past is going to knock down the door anyway, I might as well invite it in. Thankfully, Phil was kind enough to put a message on the air, asking for spare parts, so I could fix up these old holotapes. Okay, so I'm not sure who Phil is, but yeah, Fallout 4's only set 10 years after Fallout 3, and 3 Dog was not that old, so if Phil is now in control of GNR and doing the DJing, what happened to 3 Dog? Because he should still be around. It's on brand for Phil to take in mercy. He's always been about redemption, but what person needs it more than a raider? Doc Hamley said Phil mentioned something in his sleep about taking people to paradise to hear a eulogy. Not sure what that means. I know there's rumours he was in the slave trader, but I refuse to believe it. Probably best to leave it alone. Right, so, from Paradise Falls, working for eulogy, mercy. That might have been what brought the gunners in. A traitor in their midst. When Sparrow left for Boston, she asked me to clear out some landing space on the street near the schoolhouse. I was going to give her a hard time about it, but now I'm just worried. I suppose I need to worry about myself first. Most of us were here clearing rubble when the Mercs attacked. With the station undefended, the ones inside didn't stand much of a chance. We've been holed up in the schoolhouse ever since the Talon Company took GNR. We've got to shut down the signal before they call in more reinforcements. It's too late for Phil and the others, but the good fight was never about one man. It's a movement. We'll have Fisheye give us cover, and we'll use the chaos to make one last run at the doors. Right, so Talon Company wanted the building, because yeah, with the signals, they could communicate a lot more effectively over a long distance, be a lot more effective in general. They tried to shut down the signal, but they couldn't. They were gunned down first. So, up to me, I guess. But yeah, what the hell happened to 3 Dog? And here we go, fight my way to the studio area. Ooh, I recognise this. This all looks nice and familiar. And hello up there. Talon Company Mercenary, level 8. Okay, you don't have a name, so I'm going to assume we just need to, yeah, basically make your head go pop. And who else is going to be around here? Oh, you don't know where I am yet, do you? No. No, you do not. So that is unfortunate for you. So we've got a clean shot at your arm. And down you go. Right, nice low-level stuff here. There we go. Anyone else? Good for now. Oh, hang on. Was that a friendly? Oh, we've got a friendly. Hello. Don't worry. Leave this one for me. I think we can handle this. Me and MacCready got this. So yeah, if it's anything like in Fallout 3, there'll be... hello. Caged mercenary veteran outfit. Ah, I recognise that one. With, yeah, the bit of wiring on the front. Mercenary charmer suit outfit. Okay, so here's all the outfits in case you don't want to pick them off any corpses. Gotcha. I think there was a door here in Fallout 3, but not on this occasion. So, sneaky, sneaky. Got ourselves... Ah, there's Doc Amelie. Comes with a free VATS Enhanced Mercenary Charmer dress. Very, very nice indeed. That's pretty nice. VATS Enhanced is always good. We'll take her logs and her stuff. We'll read those in a second. Right. Sneaky, roundy, figurey outy. Have you guys not realised that, like, any of this is here yet? Apparently not. Good, good. There's some more outfits right there. And I'll just take a second board too. Okay. There's going to be trouble around here somewhere. No, those doors have sadly been locked up. Okay. Into the side. What have we actually got here? Because I feel like... Yeah, we're okay. Oh, blimey. You just flipping teleported in, didn't ya? Right, you can just go down. And your friend is just shooting me with a minigun. So... He's not doing much damage, to be honest, but that's fine. Yeah, you see, my bullets are a lot more effective, actually. That's much more worthwhile. Good, good, good. Now, there's the studio through there. Yeah, they've definitely closed off a few rooms. It's actually a fairly abbreviated form of GNR. Ah, there is a side room on this side on the right upstairs. So yeah, this little storeroom still here with a giant pile of Aqua Pura. I'll be taking that. I can just drink it myself in just a moment. Absolutely flipping lovely. More mercenary outfits. Lovely as well. In fact, you know what? Let's just try these on. There we go. Very similar to what we already knew, except, yeah, with a bit of caging on the shoulders. Lovely. But the most important thing, of course, is, unlike in Fallout 3, in Fallout 4, armor was specifically gendered. And you could actually put on male or female armor, regardless of what gender you were. And you know what, Grills? You deserve fishnet tights. You show off those magnificent legs. Oh, this is cute. On the terminal here, Dave Perkins' top 10 GNR songs. A Wonderful Guy, song about me. Mighty Mighty Man, also about me. Crazy Calls Me, a song about a psychiatric ward. Boogeyman, possibly about me. Happy Times, I appreciate the sentiment. Jolly Days, I struggle with the distinction between a jolly day and a happy time, but ultimately I'm satisfied with this hierarchy. Anything Goes, I don't like how kids might interpret the message, so it gets a lower ranking. Jazzy Interlude, this song doesn't even have words and it's about a minute too long for an interlude, but it still soothes me. Civilization, a relatively inoffensive song. Into Each Life, Some Rain Must Fall. None if you live in a desert climate, point stock for an accuracy. I don't want to set the world on fire. Well then, maybe you shouldn't have. Oh, that's lovely. I quite like that, that's pretty good. We should be called the Great Fighters. If I'm a raider looking to cause trouble, I'm not scared of a crew of above average fighters. I'm gonna spin my idea to Phil and see what he thinks. I think he'll be over the moon when he hears it. Phil didn't like my idea. Something about the good fight being the slogan for the Wasteland. That's just great. Just great. We're not great, though. We're just good. I knew it. I knew being called the Good Fighters was going to get us into trouble. Okay, Dave Perkins. I like you. Ah, but here's nice. We do actually have some specific goggles going on here. Okay, despite the whole weight thing, I think I might mark my visit to the capital Wasteland by keeping one of these pairs of goggles. Let's see which goggles I want to keep. Bearing in mind, I've been wearing these basic welding goggles since the beginning of Grill's Bear's journey, when he found them in a barn near Concord, so these goggles have been with him a long flipping time. Okay, so the cage mercenary goggles are in fact extra goggles that sit on my head, making it look like I have extra eyes. Okay. I vaguely like, yes. Mercenary Adventurer goggles are pretty nice. Basically just, yeah, wrap around black goggles there. And the Mercenary Veteran goggles are about the same. I can't actually tell the difference. Ah, that's because they were up on the forehead. Got it. So the only ones that actually go over your eyes are the Adventurer ones. Right, well those will be the ones we're keeping then. And we've also got ourselves Sparrow's logs here. Nothing major we don't already know here. Mercy asked me to do a patrol this morning. I told her my mornings don't start till after the second bottle, but she insisted. Good thing too. About 10 minutes into my sweep, I spotted a brigade of Talon Company Mercs. They were camped about 30 miles outside the plaza, heading in this direction. Phil asked if I was sure. Like, yeah, I had a shot of vodka, but I know a horde of angry-looking dudes in black armor when I see them. Okay, maybe I've misjudged Mercy. If she was actually laying a trap, she wouldn't have actually forced you to do a patrol that gave away the approach of the Talon Company Mercs. And that's the point where she went to try and get help from Boston, but it didn't precisely work out for her. Meanwhile, over in Doc Amelie's logs, Dave Perkins has come to me on several occasions and stated adamantly that Aqua Pura is not completely pure. Needless to say, I was shocked at his accusation. Shocked! Would people really do that? Lie on the label? But my tests show little to no contamination, so few. I asked Dave why he thought the way he did. He explained to me that unless you can drink it without opening the cap, it was going to get contaminated when exposed to radiation in the air. Well, duh. I told him that level of contamination is completely safe. If anyone is contaminated, it's probably him. I'll need to have him agree to a test to confirm. They'll probably just grab a sample from the bottle he threw in the trash. And then nothing more about that, but apparently, a super mutant was actually joining the good fight at one point. Never treated a mutant before. I want to know what he eats, when he sleeps, what he dreams. He's sleeping right now. Maybe I'll wake him up and ask. Ah, I wonder if by any chance that's Fawkes. And then nothing else but a mention of, yeah, a girl who was brought in very badly wounded, which might have been that Mercy who was mentioned, I'm not sure, but nothing else major there. Okay, let's just head upstairs. There might well be a boss to clear out yet, so lights off. And someone's alive in here anyway. Right, what do we have here? Oh, someone called... Ah! Not Fawkes, sadly. Scratch. Well, not sadly. If this were Fawkes' corpse, then Fawkes would be dead, and that would be very sad indeed. Oh. I think I've just upset somebody. Kill the boss, who is apparently pretty much directly above us. Okay, wait, and false alarm. Okay, wait. That's a false alarm. Then you're level 22. How are you the boss? Right, just take Hatton out. Let's see if there's any other reinforcements up top there. And, no. Hit him. Right, boss taken care of. You're at a level 82 outside. Dear oh flippin' dear. Right, before we go and take care of that, apparently we're now safe for the time being. Oh, yes, MacCready. He can see me because he's a human being. Let's just check for anything else we got going on around the back over. Oh, this is cute. This is old concept art for Fallout 3. That's the old concept art for the Super Mutants, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. That's very, very nice indeed. Yeah, I recognise some of this. I've seen some of it before, so this is old Fallout concept art. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, that's a nice little thing to add in over here. We've also got ourselves little models of all the robots. Oh, that's adorable. Pencil, letters, and I assume that's what the Tranquility Loungers look like at some point in their development. And there's Mercy. Okay, so Mercy, we can verify whether or not she was the traitor, but I don't believe so. And Hatton. So nothing major on you by any chance? Nope, just basic Talon Company stuff there. Alright, just need to turn off the radio, which feels like a very odd thing to do inside GNR, but apparently what it's broadcasting is a bad thing. So we need to turn it off at least for the time being when Three Dog gets back. So, yeah, check the journals first here. So, call for reinforcements. We've taken the station and chased the fighters into the nearby buildings, but taking GNR isn't the same as holding it, even with the tunnel blown. Ah! So the rear tunnel that leads out to, yeah, the back entrance that you go out through in Fallout 3, they'd already blown that. Got it. And that's why we need to turn this off. So vertibirds use some form of autopilot, so reinforcements from the gunners could home in on the signal, but with no signal, they won't be able to find their way to the building. Ah, but it sounds like I might have been right. The inside agent who was supposed to help us with the assault either was a no-show or made no attempt to identify herself. Not a surprise, since her reports for the last month have been on the spectrum of misleading to worthless. I've notified our employee to terminate her contract. It's likely she fled before the attack. Okay, Mercy, so you were in fact a bad egg, but you didn't ultimately betray them or reveal who you were during the assault. But why not? When word got out GNR was up for grabs, people thought it would be a free-for-all, but it hasn't been that way. These good fighters took over the place like cockroaches inheriting the earth. I guess people always assumed the Brotherhood would take it back. but shit changed when the Pridwin left Adams. Now everyone wants a peace, including my employers. Over the past few days, I've gotten in good with the crew. Supposedly, they like to take in orphans and head cases, so the phony memory loss shtick worked well enough. Not sure what to make of this band of misfits just yet, but they obviously won't be able to hold the place when push comes to shove. Not like I give a flip what happens to them, I'm just here for the DJ. Okay, this Phil guy that was mentioned. My employers knew what they were doing when they hired me. Sure, I'm good at what I do. You don't survive a slave for 13 years without learning how to smile away your rage. And while some people might be scared to take on a job like this, when you come up from the mud, nothing phases you. But that doesn't mean I'm not bitter about the past. Ever since I got rid of the collar, I've wanted one thing and one thing only, to kill the zombie son of a bitch who sold me. I don't give a fuck about the station, that was just part of the deal. But the ghoul is mine. So as it turns out, the current DJ, Phil, a ghoul, he used to dabble in selling slaves. Okay, that's definitely not part of the good fight right there. 3Dog would not approve. Every time I'm alone with this zombie fuck, I lose my nerve. Why am I hesitating? Why can't I kill him? I haven't forgiven him, so it's not that. He did what he did and he can't take it back. But killing him feels off. None of this is how I pitched it. Whatever, I still have a job to do. Once I get the station blueprints and a head count to my employers, it won't be long before they move in. And finally, why am I staying? I don't know anymore. I don't know why the fuck I'm still here. I should be riding shotgun with the talent company Mercs, or just plain getting the fuck out. Yet here I am, holding a gun, ready to fight this good fucking fight. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay, so it seems like, yeah, the message of the good fight just sort of got through to her. This does raise the question, though, where's Phil, and why was he selling slaves when he was supposed to be part of the good fight? Well, we got one missing piece of the puzzle here, one DJ's outfit right there, together with the grey knit cap. And, oh, I thought MacLeod was going to be acknowledging that was 3Dog stuff there for a second, but no, he was just complaining I've gone over weight capacity. And yep, there we go, that's definitely the 3Dog look right there. And here we go, Phil Goodman, the ghoul who apparently dabbled in slavery, so no notes on you, but special outfit of some description, the Good Fighter's Mercenary Charmer Suit, 15% reduction in action point cost and VATs, +1 strength, +1 agility, and +2 charisma on top of that, so not bad in terms of the bonuses, but defensively, kinda garbage. However, we do have a terminal which hopefully can clear up a few things. They call me the Ghoul of Cool, the leader of the good fight, but I'm just taking up the mantle. I didn't start this old jukebox, I'm just playing her song. Truth is, none of us Mercs were around when the fight started, but maybe that's why it struck a chord now. But with the DJ missing and the Brotherhood gone, for a short while, the airwaves went dead. But we felt we needed to keep the fight going, not just for the Wasteland, but for ourselves. We're not selling our souls for caps anymore, but doing real good, like the Lone Wanderer did. We've been inspired to take up the cause, make up for lost time, you dig. Right, so, yeah, this guy was a bit of an arsehole, but when the Brotherhood went missing, and apparently 3Dog did too, he just decided to turn over a new leaf. And people out there seem to appreciate it. Sparrow got the vertibirds flying, and people sent crates of Aqua Pura to say thank you. And then they picked up Mercy, but we know for a fact off her logs that this was all just a bit of an act. But, regardless, we made Scratch part of the team. Compared to a mutant, a raider's basically a kitten. So I brought her to the station, gave her some R&R. She took a liking to the console, wanted to press every button on the damn thing. After watching me do a sound check, she even took a turn on the mic. We'll make a proper DJ out of her yet. Okay, so Mercy was just trying to infiltrate the society, but yeah, eventually she got a little bit on board with it. The Raider Girl has a name, but she doesn't remember it, but we can't just keep calling her Raider Girl, that won't help her move on. So yeah, they went for Mercy. Now of course she did actually know her name, but she chose to actually, yeah, keep the one they gave her instead. Oh, and that's cute. Not to mention if we keep calling her a raider, Scratch might get the wrong idea. The other day Joe was trying to get him to say mercenary, but he kept saying Mercy instead. That's where the light bulb went off in both our heads. I think the name kind of fits for the Mercy we showed when we found her, and the Mercy she's shown us by not grabbing a knife every time Fisheye tries to cheat her at cards. Okay, so that was Mercy being brought on board. Someone hired the talent company to take the station. Part of me wonders if this isn't about the music at all, but old chickens coming home to roost. I guess it doesn't matter now, they're here, and with the Brotherhood spread thin, there ain't nobody but us to stop them. Last night we held a jam session to talk about what's next. Joe thinks we ought to beat feet before the Mercs crash the party, but it ain't why we signed up for this. I do hate to sound like a broken record, but we fight the good fight no matter how bad the blood. We owe it to the man to be dogs in the fight, and we ain't much of a canine if we turn tail and run. Another reference to Three Dog, but what happened to him? We also ain't gonna sit there and get our meat chopped. I put the word out on the airwaves, and sure enough, I got a hit back from a good fighting crew in Boston. I told them I'd send Sparrow to pick him up and give a crate of Aqua Pura as thanks. They said there's no need, they're going to help us because it's the right thing to do. Right, so that didn't work out for Sparrow. The talent company Mercs have blown up the tunnel and trapped us inside. If we're going to get supplies, we need to come by air. Speaking of which, I should have heard from Sparrow by now. I'm beginning to think these gunner cats may not be on the level. They keep telling me to send more birds, but when I ask to speak to my good fighters, they tell me it's a bad time. Bad time, they don't know the meaning. We've got the Mercs on our doorstep, and the reinforcements we were counting on are a no-show. Can't worry about that now. We gotta make a stand with the cats we got here. Besides, even if we die, I have to believe the fight will go on. 10 years ago, a bottle of water and a catchy slogan saved my life. Given what I've done, I'll never be a good man. I just tried to be a better one. Okay, interesting. A bottle of water and a catchy slogan. Maybe a reference to Aqua Pura. Could this guy have been the guy who came up with the name or something? Ooh, interesting. I'm not 100% sure. Ah, but there's another slogan attached to a bottle of water, of course. Back in Fallout 3 Broken Steel, there was the Ghoul Conman selling Aqua Cura. The guy who had, the various hair pieces. Now, I'm pretty sure he ended up dead in my playthrough, but canonically, he might not have ended up dead. He might have just changed his name and tried to start afresh after something went wrong. That would match up with a bottle of water and a catchy slogan. The slogan being the Aqua Cura. I guess maybe Phil Goodman could be the same guy. Ah, yes, of course, and don't forget Scratcher's logs, the most important ones of all. Super mutant hands too big for weak, puny keys, but man named Joe help. He say he type words super mutant say, exactly as he say them, so super mutant will kill him last. And then moving on to Apple and Orange. Super mutant come here from Appalachia. Appalachia. That's why he green, but mutant there, they orange. Phil Goodman hear this and say comparing super mutants like apple and orange. This make head scratch more than record. Super mutant not fruit. When talk to Phil Goodman, super mutant head feels sick with words. Okay, so he came from Appalachia, a bit of a reference to Fallout 76 of course, but that's why he green, but mutant here, they orange. Okay, the mutants here were not orange, they were also green. Except you... Okay, I've been outsmarted by a super mutant here, got it. Phil Goodman tell Raider, not all fight good. This news. Super mutant never met fight he no like. Never met human he no crush. So Phil Goodman give very bad advice. Then why he good man? This makes super mutant scratch head till skin come off. But good man fight good, so maybe he not so bad. Oh Scratch, you were clearly a bit of a star. Right, anyway, let's turn off that transmission. That's why I actually came here. And the good fight has been completed. I mean, this doesn't answer the question what actually happened to Three Dog, because, don't forget his sunglasses either. Yeah, Three Dog's outfit is right here. Okay, but aside from a hint about, they were just following on from his legacy, and he went missing about the same time as the whole Boston deal, we don't really know why. Where did he go? Why did he disappear? This was his life. Oh, I did miss, however, in these footlockers in the side room on the first floor. Yeah, there's a bunch of legendary variants of the various Raider armors. Still not spectacular, but might be worth grabbing while you're passing through. Oh, and another good one here, the Mercenary Cropped Adventure outfit. Oh, Grills, you show off that midriff, you magnificent bastards. One final set of logs from the last person who was actually named Fisheye, but no new information, nothing more than we already knew. So, as for the fate of Three Dog, unknown. At some point he just sort of went missing. Maybe it was, hang on. Hang on. I think that might just be confirmation I've stumbled across here. A pompadour wig. Now, that's a very, very specific item, which is actually associated with the quest I mentioned with the ghoul, Aquacura. It's the same guy. Canonically, he didn't die. This is what he wore on his head. Yeah, 100%. That's the same item, and it's cute that it's back, and yeah, he didn't actually keep it in his room. He hid it out here in the lockers. So, whatever happened to Three Dog, we do not know, but we know who replaced him. It's the ghoul who was peddling Aquacura back in Fallout 3. And apparently, he also had a bit of a history, yeah, dabbling in the slave trade. So, not a very nice man. Griffin, that was his name. I needed to go and look it up. I'd forgotten it, because, yeah, the amazing Aquacura is a fairly minor quest in the grand scheme of things. But yes, Griffin. Griffin's his name. But he changed his name to Phil Goodman and decided to take over from Three Dog whenever he went missing for whatever reason. Right, I think we've seen everything we need to see here, so may as well nip back to the Commonwealth. Right, Institute's sadly already been blown up in this universe, so we're gonna be needing ourselves a ride home. Okay, while we're waiting for that ride to actually arrive, I will say that DLC costs 750 Creation Club points, which is about £6, and I should contextualise that by saying you can buy any individual bit of DLC for Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas for £4. Old World Blues, £4. Lonesome Road, £4. That's £6 for what is effectively 2 rooms, really. There's the little plaza, there's the interior to GNO, which I suppose is itself 2 rooms, so let's be generous and say 3, and a bunch of text logs. No actual special icons in the Pip-Boy, no voice acting, some nice unicorns, I suppose, and I do enjoy— uh-oh, someone started shooting my vertibird right now. Do need to actually, deal with that, by the way. Leave me alone, you stupid gits! Right, that's his head exploded. He'll explode momentarily. Right, let's just get the flip out of here before he actually wakes up. No, leave me alone, you stupid Assaultron bastard. Right, no, don't fly directly over the raider camp. I mean, you've got to say that feels a little bit overpriced, really. £6 for that feels a little bit much, all things considered. Like, for £6, I'd like some voice acting, I'd like a bit more of the plaza, the bit that the Brotherhood has to work through, maybe a tiny bit of the underground system, a tiny bit more of Washington, D.C. That just feels like that's not really enough for £6. But I suppose actually I do appreciate the storytelling, how there's a bit of a mystery you need to figure out for yourself, like who is Phil Goodman, and yeah, the hidden wig actually provides a bit of an answer if you're very familiar with Fallout 3. That's kind of cool. Though I would have liked an answer as to what happened to Three Dog. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. Feel free to correct me in the comments if you found something I didn't. Here we go, back to Home Sweet Home. Lovely. Now, thing number 2 is not actually out yet. It was originally supposed to be launched alongside all the stuff that has been released, but mysteriously just sort of went missing. I did speak to someone inside Bethesda. They said it had been delayed. They didn't know when to, but we do know a few little details about what it's going to be, and that is virtual workshops. This is like a little VR pod you can build inside your settlement, kind of like a tranquility lounger that lets you teleport to various far-flung locations and do some building there. Where the gimmick is, because it's virtual reality, you've got infinite materials, the build limit's going to be massively increased, so it's just a fun thing for people who enjoy doing the building, except one of the locations you can go to is once again the GNR Plaza. So that's 2 rather curious references to Fallout 3 inside this little update, but there's more as well. You see, there's also Vault Suit customization, letting you create your own Vault Suit with your own colour, your own numbering, diddly-diddly-dee. Now that sounds fairly generic at first glance, but there's a bit of a tweak to it. You see, installing this creation adds a little miscellaneous quest, where you're supposed to go to the Vault-Tec headquarters and grab yourself a stash of Vault Suits. So inside the headquarters, just take the lift in the lobby, straight down to the basement. I think we might have a ghoul infestation in here somewhere. Yep, I thought so. Only level 15, mind you, won't be any trouble whatsoever. In fact, you'll be an excellent opportunity for me to get a couple of criticals back in the bag. Marvellous. Back to hidden. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I believe they are right here in this chest. Good. So a generic steamer chest, but 25 jumpsuits 25 utility jumpsuits. Because, okay, we need to have a quick history lesson about vault suits. Because back in the day of Fallout 1 and 2, we couldn't really be 100% sure what a vault suit was really supposed to look like in reality. Because, you know, it's an isometric game where the camera's fairly zoomed out. The jumpsuit's basically just a slightly blue and yellow blur. But during a certain number of cutscenes, we sometimes got a bit of an idea, and from that you can vaguely tell in Fallout 1 and 2, the jumpsuits are supposed to be fairly on the tight side. They're definitely a bit of a snug fit. However, if we go over to the concept art, yeah, that's what you're supposed to look like in a jumpsuit. That's a thing. That's actual real concept art. That's not fan art. That's real concept art from Interplay right there. But of course, when Fallout 3 came along, Bethesda had to decide how Vault Suit should actually look up close and personal, because now the camera was much closer to the character. And they decided to go for a much more practical look. To my mind, the Vault Suits in Fallout 3 and also in New Vegas look like they might be made out of, say, denim. They're very practical, hard-wearing overalls, appropriate for workers with various jobs inside a vault. And so we come to Fallout 4, which actually seemed to go more in the direction of Fallout 1 and 2, where the vault suits were much more skin tight. Muscle definition could be seen through them. They seem to be fairly tight and hugging the figure a bit. And then we get to the ones that have just been added as part of this little creation, the utility jumpsuits. Because while the game doesn't say it out loud, these are 100% the jumpsuits from Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Much looser, a bit grimier. Again, looking like they might be made out of denim or some other form of hard-wearing material. So, yeah, basically, though it doesn't explicitly say it, this is 100% a Fallout 3 style jumpsuit, which, yes, rather disconcertingly, has no number on the back. Because, yeah, you can fix that for yourself. That's the point of this creation. So yeah, you've got yourself standard linings here, of course, just like in the base game, but you've also got numbers. Any number between 1 and 120. So we'll go for a nice classic 101, I'd say. Together with changing the colour if you want. So yeah, if you want it to be black or green or orange or purple, that just needs one oil to represent, I don't know, paint I suppose. And yeah, you need to spend 1 purified water making it standard again to represent the fact that you're, I don't know, washing the dye out or something. Fun twist, by the way, the original jumpsuit, i.e. the really skin-tight Fallout 4 style ones, that's basically just a standard jumpsuit, except you can add the colour and the number, because that's Under Armour. However, the utility jumpsuit is not Under Armour. It's a full bodysuit of armour. So as a result of that, it's allowed to take a weave. So if you've actually got ballistic weave up to 5, that's 110, 115 resistance, which is not spectacular, but more importantly, it means you can't actually have legendary armor pieces. So you're never going to want to do it, but just in case you feel like role-playing by running around in a Fallout 3 jumpsuit with 101 on the back and nothing else on it whatsoever, you are welcome to do so. Though I can't help but be a bit disappointed you can't turn it into an armoured jumpsuit and have, like, say, the shoulder pad that's present on the Armoured Vault 101 jumpsuit in Fallout 3. That would have been a nice touch, but again, not present. So here we go, we've got ourselves one of the Raider armors right here, together with some goggles and a Raider helmet, which is lovely. Then we have got ourselves Vault 101 Fallout 3 style armor. And finally, of course, the armor of Three Dog, who mysteriously went missing at some point in the last 10 years, but no one's willing to say why. But he left his clothes behind, so presumably he's just out there naked. Somewhere, hopefully having a whale of a time. So, 3 new creations for Fallout 4 coming out of nowhere after a long period of not really any updates for Fallout 4 whatsoever, all with a bit of a connection in one way or another to Fallout 3. So, does that actually mean anything? Well, maybe not explicitly and maybe not directly. We're definitely looking into a scenario right now where Bethesda's testing the water, and if enough people buy the Capital Wasteland Mercenaries, then they're going to make Fallout 3 remastered, and if people don't, then they won't. It's definitely nothing like that, because this hasn't been particularly heavily promoted. It's a very small thing indeed. So we're definitely not looking at that scenario, but neither does content just sort of happen by itself. Stuff like this does not grow out of the ground. There has been at some point a plan. Somebody inside Bethesda is thinking about Fallout 3 a lot recently, and I don't know whether this means it's more likely we could in theory be hearing about the long rumoured Fallout 3 remastered sooner rather than later, but it's definitely not a bad sign. If I was a betting person, I would most certainly not put money against Fallout 3 Remastered potentially being starting to be worked on by somebody somewhere in a Bethesda studio, maybe to be revealed at next year's E3. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into this. As I say, I don't think this is a case of testing the waters for interest in nostalgia, but it is at the bare minimum an interesting example that somebody in Bethesda is still very much thinking about Fallout 3 at a time when Fallout 4 and the Creation Club have been hugely dormant for quite some time. So, yeah, we'll see if this goes anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, but it's certainly an interesting potential sign of things that could be on the way. I'll keep my ear to the ground, see if I can spot anything else. We shall see. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been Fallout 4, or potentially Fallout 3. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Oh, Timmy, it gets much worse yet. Because your dad's also dead. Garden Gnome, go! Yes! Come back and accept your inevitable gnoming. Dance with your dad, Timmy. Dance with your dad. Gnomed! Oh, I've emancipated his limbs from the rest of him.